for like 6 months, and then they started seeing issues in the liver. So it's like it takes a while to do it, but that's why it's always good with a lot of stuff to either not take it every day, or if you do like a month treatment and then like kind of go off of it for a while. But yeah, the one that I was doing was L-tyrosine and theramine, something like that. And that's like it's this one. This is the L-tyrosine. I mean, I can't see it, but L-tyrosine, and then there's L-theramine. These two are like really good for. This one is like this will give you pep and energy, the L-tyrosine, but the other one will give you like focus. It like calms you to focus, but it also helps calm you for bed and can help calm you for anxious situations. So it can like this stuff can keep this one here can keep you awake, whereas if you take that one, that's calming, so it's like a synergistic, thing. Um, but this stuff, these are from tea leaves. The L-tyrosine and L-theanine or whatever are from green and black tea leaves. So it's not too bad. But yeah, it's like the only thing when you take stuff, just make sure it says like not to take it every. Because even with these, they're like don't do it every day. I have found that if I take some days off, it works better. So, um, lion's mane. Yeah, I kind of stay. I don't know. I stay away from some herbs because I have really bad allergies. So that's the other thing. Like a lot of herbs are technically like weeds, and I'm allergic to. I'm allergic to a lot of stuff. So the L-tyrosine and the L-theanine. Hold on, let me see how to say this word again. Um, L L-theanine. That's what it is. Theanine. So these two are inside tea leaves, which I know I'm good for the tea leaves. But L-theanine helps with anxiety and stuff. I wish Google had more of these so I didn't have to watch this stupid thing. Oh my god, hurry up. L-theanine? Okay. L-theanine. That's how they pronounce it. So anyway, these are from tea leaves. And I drink a lot of different teas, so I know I'm good for teas. But yeah, so theanine, sorry, helps with anxiety, can help you calm as well. And like ashwagandha does work really well for stress, but it's just from what I've seen, they do warn of liver damage from it if you take it like all the time. Uh, where I think I was reading that this L-theanine and L-theanine and the L-tyrosine is actually there's a few different like musicians who take it. Like I think it's what's that girl that everyone loves? Whatever that that singer that like is pretty much like cult like and she looks like Anton LaVey's daughter. I can't remember her name. She's super famous. Anyway, she takes this too. Um, it was like a puppet on strings for like the night terrors. Tracy, I've started running after knee surgery, and since I have, that has improved my sleep pattern considerably. Yeah, that thing is the like if you can exercise a lot and like try to tire yourself out, that can help. Yeah, yeah. I'm all right with dandelions. Actually, I do eat a lot of dandelion stuff because it's good for many different things, and I do have dandelion tea and stuff. Lion's mane is a mushroom. Oof, I don't know. I don't eat mushrooms. Listening while mowing the grass. Yeah, grass makes me. Yeah, I'm allergic to grass. I had to first consciously wear lucid dream last year. Oh, and that's the thing. I lucid dream. All right, so I can control the story. Like I can control the movie. Uh, so all my dreams are lucid dreams. It's rare that I get caught into a dream that I don't realize is a dream. It's only once in a while, and then I usually wake up like crying or something. But it's every night's a lucid dream for the most part. Most plants that herbalists are considered weeds. Yeah, it's the thing. A lot of them are. Some of them I'm okay with. Some of them not okay with. Some of them just don't even work for me. Let's say, like, I grew up. My mom was a master herbologist, and I grew up like with herbs always as the cure for everything, and the treatment for everything. So when I got sicker, just herbs don't really work that well. So I did modern medicine route, and there's just certain things like certain supplements and stuff that I'll try here and there. So I'll try something, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So, even walking, yeah, it's thing. I go for a walk at night, and during the summer, it's not too bad to do. During the winter, it's like no, and then winter is where things kind of just fall apart. Milk thistle does help with liver supplements. There's a special concoction that I take because I'm on a bunch of medications, right? So I'll do like a liver cleanse. I don't know, like once a year or something, or once every 6 months. I mean, the supplement disappeared for a while, the one that I like, and so I hadn't touched it for a while, but I see it's back now, and it's called LG Cleanse. It's a liver and gallbladder cleanse, and that one I found like is it doesn't affect my stomach, doesn't cause any issues there, and it just kind of works. Like my doctor does test like my liver and everything because all the medications I'm on, and my liver is holding up well considering all the medications that I take. But I think the LG cleanse really helps. So that's one I prefer anyway. I don't know if that's just a Canadian thing or what. I don't know, but I do have to order one because it's been a while. Oh hey, Taryn. I have COPD, so I can't be in the heat. Yeah, the heat. I always walk at night because first of all, it's quiet. There's less people around, which I prefer, and less noise. And then I can just walk for a longer period of time if the sun isn't beating down on me, because the sun can trigger my migraines. So if it's nighttime, like I can walk for way longer. So it's much easier to walk at night. We're in a heat wave in the UK at the moment. Yeah, the heat has been weird. This summer has been weird. Also, hello, Jana. I think I see Jana or Jana. I'm gonna get that wrong. Winter is brutal for my fibro. Yeah, winter is like listen, I could like try to join a gym and whatever, but like I used to go to the gym when I had a friend that went with me, and it was this gym that had a really warm pool, and we would go for water like exercise classes. There's like different styles of classes, but we could do those like 2 to 3 times a week, and then yoga 1 day a week. And that was easy to maintain, but they had a warm pool and they had a hot tub there. So going in the hot tub after the exercising before we go out into the cold to go home, that worked really well. I didn't get flare ups, but anytime their hot tub was closed because it broke a lot because it was old, I would get a flare up. So it's like, and now that they've torn that gym down, it's gone. Over COVID, they closed, they tore it down, so my gym is gone. And now I'm just like, all the gyms left are like Olympic sized everything, and the pools are way too cold, and I can't do anything. So I'm lucky I outgrew most of my allergies. Yeah, I never had allergies. My allergies are from my wisdom tooth surgery, my botched wisdom tooth surgery. I never had allergies until that happened. He destroyed my face and my sinus cavity. So I have thalassemia, so the cold kills me. I've never heard of that before. I've never heard about that. I don't know what that is. The earth is on effing fire, Bill Nye. Yeah, that's about right. We're in a heat wave in Sweden as well. Yeah, like the current heat wave stuff, I do think is being caused by I think it's being caused by the wildfire smoke. I think it's the wildfires that are doing it. I pronounce it like that pronunciation doesn't help me. It still sounds like Jana or Jana to me. There's just an extra N. I don't know. My worst allergy is cocoa. Yeah, that sucks. I love chocolate. It's so good. But yeah, no, it's like ever since the wisdom tooth surgery, I'm just allergic to like anything and any plants for the most part. Some plants I'm fine with, some plants I'm not okay with. So kind of, I don't really know the difference why, but it is what it is. But oh yeah, so like we're gonna wait and see what happens. I've been sent stuff by people that is interesting. So there's a lot of people making money off the Annabelle doll. There's people making money off the Annabelle doll who people don't realize they're making money off these Annabelle tours, and they're trying to be all self righteous and everything online, complaining about like Stevie talking about, you know, Nesper not paying Dan's family essentially. So there's definitely money. Like there's money somewhere that I think they're holding back. So we'll see. There's a random person who's threatening to release a video to out a bunch of secrets about everyone, uh, all of our circle here, and we she doesn't have anything. So so we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see if she releases something, then we'll release everything we found because we went and traced the money. Mainly Vic. Vic helped trace all the money and figure out who's getting paid, what and where and how much, for the most part. So yeah, that'll be interesting if we have to end up releasing that. Yes. Did anyone hear about Malcolm Jamal Warner? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. He passed away, accidental drowning. I'm sorry that he passed away. I'm not sure who he is. Yeah. Don't you wish there was a personal health reset button? Yeah. Well, there technically is. Like, I've talked to a lot of people because I went down the path of first I had MS and then I had fibro, and like technically I have MS, but it's like a weird version that isn't a version. Um, and like a lot of people with these chronic conditions, I've talked to a few of them that have gone down and done stem cell replacement therapy, but they have to go to like Cuba or something. Like it's in like these weird clinics because the way that it needs to be done is like not really, it's not legal in Canada for sure. And it's not really legal in the US. So then they go down there and it actually does reset their disease back. So they can turn the clock back. It doesn't stop the disease, but it actually like heals the damage and resets it back by like 10 years, 5, 10, 15 years, depending on how you do. But it's really intense therapy. It's the same as like bone marrow transplant. So there's nothing to reveal with Florio. It'll be a ton of twisted, made up garbage. Oh yeah, no, I know she has nothing, but we have stuff. um, so yeah, like it's so stupid. I don't know. I don't know why they like pile on with you guys sometimes. And then I did a poll on Facebook. No one piled on my poll. No one's harassing me, but everyone's harassing Stevie, right? And when I look at their profiles on Facebook, they all know each other. They're like sharing each other's posts and take pictures with each other. It's like, and then the one person complained because I commented. She's like, "Oh, Stevie brought her flying monkeys between me and Kristen." I'm like, that's what you guys are, though. Like, you guys are friends with the first person who started the fight, and because I can tell, and you are the flying monkeys of that person. Um, Bets on who does first spirit box session, like from the Warrens, because I have a psychic who did a spirit box session, and she's disgusting. And I don't know, maybe if I should do like a reaction to her, because apparently at the end of the video, she talks about selling courses. It's like so stupid. Um, all right. Oh, hey, Boot Productions. Yeah, and Jeff, are you still going at 7? I didn't actually look. Are you guys streaming today? I'm gonna finish up when you guys stream. When I'm done streaming, make sure to check out Boo Productions Paranormal. As if they're still streaming, they usually stream around like 7 p.m. on Mondays. Just on commercial for a stem cell replacement company here in Miami. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's very expensive and it's very intense because they actually have to like kill like your bone marrow and stuff. It's the same as bone marrow replacement therapy. It's very very difficult, and like going down into like southern countries to do it, there's a risk that you can die because some of them don't have the same sanitation rules that our hospitals do. So, but it does reset the clock back for a lot of people. So I have met people that have done it, and I've talked to people because I was considering doing it when I was first being diagnosed with MS. I was going to save up and do it. Um, but it's like, it's risky, man. It's risky. Um, no on Malcolm Jamal Warner. Love you, Florio. I love you too, Taryn. I don't know who that is, so I'm sorry. Yeah, 7 tonight. Okay, perfect. All right, cool. Yeah, anyone who spends any time with me, Stevie, Kristen, Florio, Vic, Taryn, we all know who we are and where our levels of integrity and honesty are at. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I really don't think that they really have anything on you guys because the same insult that she replied with yesterday is the same thing she's been saying this whole time, which we already answered. We already answered that. We already covered that. It's like, we already like addressed that. You need to move on. Even the commercial for the stem cell replacement was high production, so it's very expensive. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why some people do also go to like I can't remember which is the main place that does it. It's like no, it's not Cuba. It's further south. It's like Barbados or like it's down in that area, you know, like Jamaica, Barbados area. But it's like I can't remember the island. So it's cheaper there because their money is worth like if you bring US money especially, it's a lot cheaper to do it there. But it's riskier because it's like they do it as a resort. It's like a resort. So it doesn't really have the same sanitation and like controlled environment that like a hospital would because you're killing all of your cells to put the new cells in. So when you kill all your cells, like you cannot catch a cold from any like you cannot get any bacteria in you. Like you've got to be extra super careful. And that's the danger with doing it at these places. But the cost is like a huge discount. So it's really iffy. Like it's like I was considering it, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm only gonna do it if I get that desperate. Because once I looked into like all the risks, I'm like, oh, and the cost too. So sometimes you gotta speak the truth. It's not like they're going to hell. Yeah. Did you ever watch the Cosbys in the 80s? A little bit. I didn't really care for it, but I know about it. Yeah. I'm waiting. Oh yeah, for that thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Was it you looking for Chris McKinnell's take on Annabelle? He just did a show about. No, I know his take on it, Jeff. I was trying to see if he said that same thing in other podcasts or in other publications of some sort because this one psychic pretty much like copied what he said when he was like trying to do a reading on Annabelle. And this psychic's like totally fake. Like he's a grifter. Um, so I was just trying to like prove a point that this stuff was already out there. This idea that Annabelle is like uh, essentially like a construct, right? Kind of created of good and evil, and I was just trying to prove a point. That's all. That's why I messaged you that thing that one day. The deeper you go into the Caribbean, the more money you spend. Yeah, it's still cheaper because stem cell therapy is very expensive and it's only illegal in certain areas. Like, I don't even think it's legal in Canada. I'd have to go and, well, I wouldn't go to the States right now, but yeah. Malcolm played the son. Okay. I don't really remember it that well, so I didn't really watch it too much. Uh, if I watch, I'll let you know the juicy parts. Yeah, I did see that he did that. Like, to be honest, I'm not really surprised. Like, of course, everyone's going to try to get their 5 minutes of fame in that family, right? From this whole thing. Like, when all is said and done, give it like a month. Actually, September is the next Annabelle stop. So give it September. I guarantee that Tony will be telling the story. Like, it's going to be part of Annabelle's lore that she did this to Dan. Like, he'll spin it in there. I guarantee it. I don't think he has the integrity to not do it. So, um, button acknowledgments to divine energetic essence connection known by Fleury's Phantom. Okay. Well, hello, first time. And hello, Agony Goose. What was I gonna look up? Oh, right. I was gonna bring up a map. Hold on. I was trying to remember the island. I'm trying to remember the island. that the stem cell thing has been. It's on this island for a long time because remember for a long time like people were really against all that stuff, you know. And now they figured out that they can just create stem cells off of your skin. So like they manufacture them synthetically essentially. So it's more it's not I don't know, what do you call it? It's more moral? Not really moral. I don't know what the word is I'm trying to think of. I can't remember the word. There's like the Bahamas. Uh, I think it might be Puerto Rico that was doing it. Maybe. Or Dominica. It's been a long time. I think it might have been Puerto Rico. This is like back in the day. When I was looking at this, it was like 2008. So stem cell replacement therapy. Oh, it looks like there's a couple in Canada. They went with platelets though. It's like it's a crazy one that they do for like MS and stuff. It's a very intense one. Yeah, it's called MSC. I can't say this. Mesenchymal stem cell therapy attempts to reformat the person's immune system and stop the inflammation that contributes to the active relapsing of MS. So like it's definitely a more intense treatment. But yeah, it was like Puerto Rico or something. I can't remember. Something like that. All right. This will be a documented one. Yeah, they're gonna I guarantee Tony's gonna be like gross about it. It's gonna be another Annabelle movie. I would not be surprised. I just hope if it does become an Annabelle movie that those kids at least get paid for it. Like that the family gets paid for it, you know? If it did, isn't it in a lawsuit waiting to happen, letting people near it? Well that's the thing. If Tony then says that this doll causes that to happen, like legally, Dan's family could sue him for like danger pay and for like dying on the job, essentially like a workman's comp thing. Legally, you could make that argument, you know? I don't know if a judge would take it seriously, but if Tony was withholding funds that Dan has earned, since Dan was there's three people in their company that does all these events, and Dan was a partner. So it's TCD Productions, and it's T for Tony, C for Christopher, I think Christopher, and D for Dan. So like if they didn't pay Dan's family that amount, and then if Tony then tries to say the doll causes it, that would be enough to like bring it into court and stuff, and like at least get something out of them. I have no issue with the location capitalizing on its myths and haunted history. Most do it without spreading lies and hate. The Myrtles and Fort are good examples. See, the issue is it's like my only issue, like I'm not saying I like Dan, like no, but my issue or my concern is that these kids will have to go to school, right? And you know how mean kids are at school and how mean people are on social media now. And now his kids are going to be made fun of for their father being, whatever, taken out by a doll. Like that's what I am like concerned about. That's those kids are going to need therapy, and that's where I think that Nesper should be making sure that those kids get money for this stuff. More horror stories of people going to South America to save money. Yeah, there's a lot of horror stories. Yeah. Um well, Taryn, I don't agree with your point on Zaphis. He's not an honest man, so I'm sorry. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one, Taryn. John Zaffis is not he's not honest. So Tubi has so many different Annabelle movies, does it? Oh. I could see like yeah, I see Annabelle be like a Chucky the doll kind of situation. But you know, the Annabelle movies, the ones with The Conjuring were pretty good. They kind of reminded me of like the uh Rosemary's Baby. It had a Rosemary's Baby feel to it. It was actually pretty good. I really love Rosemary's Baby. They really don't care. No, they really don't. Personally, I don't think Tony will. They've leaked it to the media, so they've given themselves the PR they want, but I can't. The neighbor's banging. But I can't imagine that would chance a legal situation, but who knows really. Yeah, it all depends on like if he's paid the family out what they're owed at the very least what Dan's cut was from that weekend, right? Hey James. It's like I'm just saying like if Tony tries to pretend like there's no money for Dan and he doesn't give them any of Tony's last or any of Dan's last paycheck, not really paycheck, they were partners, right? So his cut of the profits, right? And if Tony doesn't give that to the family, and then if Tony starts talking all this like saying about the doll, then the family it'll just make their court case a lot better if Tony adds this to the doll's lore is all I'm saying. So we can have our differences and still love each other. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like yeah, I'm just not gonna agree with you on Zaphis, sorry. Oh no, she just sleeps. Like she just does this whenever I'm recording and stuff. Once in a while, she'll jump off the bed, but it's like as soon as I turn the light off, then she like comes up and screams at me and like punches me and stuff and demands things. So, yeah, no, the cat is fine. She's like figured out that the light means that I'm not going to pay attention to her. So. Shouldn't his wife and family inherit percentage of this company? That's a good point. Yeah, Tracy. I feel like the family should probably get a lawyer and look into this stuff. Now that is a good point because Dan's name is literally part of the company name, and he's listed on the business license and roster as like one of the partners. So that's true. I'm with Victor, the GoFundMe thing. Yeah, that's a problem. Like, the fact that the family has to have a GoFundMe makes no sense. Like, they just finished that weekend. They made a ton of money. And why can't they give the family Dan's cut from that weekend? You know? I do feel like that they would actually inherit the third of that company. And if they inherit a third of that company, that there should be some kind of like buyout option that he has to like pay them or whatever to like buy out their share, or they keep taking 30% of whatever, things are from that company. That family should get a lawyer, man. Yeah, that family really needs to get a lawyer. I bet they settled court. Well, that's the thing though. Dan was family, right? Which is the whole thing. Like this was Stevie's point. He was family. I mean, he was living there at Tony's place. So like that he's very close. Like they're very close with Tony and them. So they're probably looking at it like, oh, this is our family right now. But like they're not realizing that like where's the money, you know? And I don't think Tony really sees people as actual family. I think he sees people as dollar bills. So we'll see. But I do think that family needs to get a lawyer, man. The GoFundMe shocked me as a partner and the money they made on this tour alone. Yeah, like just the one weekend, they made like 70,000 or something like that. And even if they had to pay like for some fees or whatever, let's say they made 50,000. That's just the one weekend. They've been touring this doll all across for like months now. Right? So like I don't know, man. Even if they were like, oh well, they need the money now to pay for the funeral, but the money hasn't finished processing from the weekend, I'd be like, okay, that sort of makes sense. But in the GoFundMe, it says that the money is also being used to help the family going forward after the funeral. So like if they need that help, like why do they need that help? because that money from the weekend should be going to them. So I don't know. There's some fishy stuff going on with the money. That's my point. We've been looking at the money trail. There's also someone else involved in that money trail. Um, the people who run the ticketing, the person who runs the ticketing website, and I think I mentioned on the Facebook too. But yeah, he makes 3.5% of every like a 3.5% fee gets added to every ticket. And like people they have to buy the ticket to the Gettysburg, then they have to buy a separate ticket to see Annabelle. So that person is making 7% on the Annabelle tour because he's making 3.5% on the ticket sale for Gettysburg. And then he made 3.5% on the tickets for Annabelle. And that person, well, I think I mentioned on Facebook, it's Rob from Get Haunted. The people that have been harassing everybody. So like and he wants the tour to continue obviously too, because people have already bought their tickets through him. Does he have the money to refund people? Like what? Because this is all being done through his website. So like, that's the other thing I wonder is like, have they blown through all the money? Like if they cancel the tour, does Rob have the money to give back to everyone, or has he spent it already? There's definitely a huge money aspect to this. And like, yeah, I think if we trace the money, it's like the family I don't think understands how. I don't know. I feel like they don't yet, hopefully. Yeah. Is that noise your ghost? Well, that noise was my mom putting dishes in a sink. So, and then I have the neighbors going off too. So, and the cat snoring a little bit, but very quietly. Um, it all seems suspicious to me. Lots of secret things. Yeah, there's stuff like his death wasn't suspicious, but there's definitely like there's money. There's money weirdness going on. I do think that the family needs to get a lawyer. Honestly, they need to get a lawyer. They need to get on it. And they need to not sign anything. Oh God, imagine Tony like brings them something to sign at the funeral. Like, hey, we're going to pay you $5,000 for Dan's share of the company. I bet he tries to do that because that's what Lorraine would do. And if he has been paying attention to Lorraine all those years, ooh, how much you want to bet he does that? I bet he's going to do that. James, you nearly won the battle royale. Fleur, Stevie beat you. Oh, was I fighting Stevie? I don't know. I was busy, so I was talking to a friend on the phone. So yes, he blew it. Well, that's the thing. I think he blew it all. That's why I think he's desperate to try to shut down our criticism, because you saw some of the videos and other weird stuff that he's been posting too. And I think they're desperate to like shut down criticism because I think they may have blown through the money fast. Like I think the money's gone, Your house is haunted. Yeah, no, it's not haunted. There's just people making tons of noise. Who actually posted the GoFundMe? The son, one of the sons posted it. So like a family member, like Dan's like son. So like it's not a stranger, Cat snore. Yeah, I mean this cat's fat, so like fat anything snores. Like to be honest, let's be real, right? Fat humans, fat dogs, like they snore. Dogs snore a lot in general. I used to have Shih Tzus, but also I guess because Shih Tzus have like a little bit of like a pressed in face that causes snoring. Shocking how much money is involved for an old Raggedy Ann doll and others. Yeah. And part of the reason why they're able to sell the lore of that doll so well is because of stories that Dan told, that Dan said that he witnessed. And that's the stuff that me and Stevie has debunked. So like Dan's played a huge role in making sure Annabelle makes money, which is why like me and Stevie's point is just like pay the family, like make sure you pay the family what you owe them. So I wouldn't put it past him. Yeah. You were the last two standing. Brutal. Did we fight each other? I missed it. I'll have to watch it. My boy cat snores so loud I can't sleep. Yeah, like whenever I had little dogs, they snore so loud. Like it's always the little animals that snore so loud. And then when I had like bigger dogs, their snores were like they're pretty chill, but like man, I've heard like some crazy snoring out of smaller animals. Yeah, no, Mystic Me, I think it's probably going to come back as heart attack just because of his age and stuff, you know. Um, so like I think it's probably going to come back as that, but we'll see. They said it could take like 6 to 9 weeks or something for the autopsy reports to be done. So, but they said it's nothing suspicious. It's just that's going to take how long it's going to take for it to figure out like what exactly was the natural cause, right? Battle royales have 10 to 20 people in the ring at once. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, okay. Yeah, I used to do stuff like that when I played like Conan with some friends when I was doing Conan roleplay. We would just do like, I don't know, pile on or whatever and just all fight one another. It was fun. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what gets released. We'll see how much more people push on it. But all I can say is like I really hope that family gets a lawyer, and I really hope that the kids don't get picked on in school and on social media. I do hope that they don't get bullied because we heard stories about how the kids were bullied from all the Warrens cases, like the Enfield case. Those kids were bullied in school after, and same with the Devil Made Me Do It. Those kids were bullied too. Amityville, those kids were bullied. Like all the kids were bullied, and they grew up with trauma because of it. So I just really hope that Dan's kids don't get bullied by people like that. That's the concerning aspect of it. So. Yeah, Ken, they are doing an autopsy. Yeah, but I question like, will they be testing for everything? I'm curious. But yeah, they did say that they're doing an autopsy. But yeah, so we'll see. Oh, hello, Scorpion. And so Midas was here. Hi, Midas, if I missed it too. Um, okay, so that's going on. I'm working on the Teresa Caputo script. I have a bunch of stuff on Teresa Caputo. I don't understand why people believe her. There's a lot of debunks of her, and there's a lot of stuff out online that like she's clearly a fake. I don't understand why people believe her. I don't understand sometimes. When you find all this stuff and you're just like, why do they still have an audience? Like I don't get it. Lisa, so the state that they were in at the time when Dan passed, they had all autopsies are made public record. So they actually have to release that. And if it doesn't become public record, it's technically like by law, it's supposed to be public record. But I'm just wondering if some aspects of the autopsy report will be left out. You never know. Because like Tony's an ex-cop and they were traveling with another ex-cop friend, and cops do favors for cops, and same with the ME and all that. Like there's a lot of favors. I know, like I have cops in my family too. Like there's a lot of favors, handshakes, backroom deals that do go on. So we'll see. But yeah, we'll see what happens. What are we chatting about tonight? We're just kind of chatting about the dance stuff because some stupid stuff happened on Facebook. So Vic and others were looking into the money. They started tracing the money, and now we fully understand the money and how much money this doll makes. So my cat snores louder than my mom. Yeah, I could see that. This cat, she can get pretty loud. Yeah, she's pretty quiet right now. It's like only once in a while. She's kind of awake though. She's moving a lot. It's like when she's passed out cold is when it's like, okay. There was something else though I wanted to talk about. What the hell was it? Jeez, I don't know. Hold on. Let me try to remember. I think I was like watching something and I was thinking, oh right. I saw a couple people mention on Facebook and a couple people mention on the YouTube, because I posted on my post on the community tab thing about that psychic, or she says she's a psychic but she's using ITC devices, and then she said that she contacted Dan, and made up a bunch of bullshit, and somebody on Facebook watched it to the end, and then she starts trying to sell her courses at the end. So I'm like, Should I do like a video about her? But then like I don't want to keep harping on the Dan thing constantly. Like I just, I don't want to keep harping on the whole Dan and his death and everything. I want the family to like carry on their grief and process everything and deal with life. But the psychic is really, really shady and gross. So like I kind of want to call her out too, Most companies that make that much money, and judging by their official statement, Dan was a big part of it. Yeah, Dan owned a third of the company. We have the paperwork to show it. They should at like it. If I had the money, any of my friends would be taken care of. Yeah, no, I'm not saying it. They're supposedly family, like the way that they literally were family. Honestly, like they lived with one another. They were at every event. If they were one of them was in trouble, they would come like grab them. You have a flat tire. Like they were literally family. So like it's odd. It's odd that they're not helping out Dan's family. I think I heard how crazy the money was. Has Tony contributed to the funeral? Not that we've seen. Like the fact that the family has had to put a GoFundMe out to help pay for this stuff when Tony and Dan and Chris's company has raked in a ton of money. That's the thing that we're like, come on. Like, we're not trying to say anything bad about Dan. We're not saying anything bad about his family. We're trying to hold Tony accountable for his actions because we all know it's Tony that's being like this. Yeah, we're really just trying to call out Tony because it's weird. Like, why is the family struggling for money when we know how much money Tony has made at that event? And Dan was a third. It was three of them that are owners of the production / Paracon company that runs all these events. So like everything should be split three ways, right? You'd think. So, can you call her out with the Dan stuff? Could just make that a footnote on the main point. Yeah, that's true, Scorpion. Like I could just kind of talk about like the fact that this is just like not really like concentrate on Dan and just be like, this is a really shitty thing to do to somebody. Like this person just passed and like, look what the psychic's doing and then concentrate on the psychic kind of deal. You don't want to be accused of grifting. I mean, I'm not really grifting because I'm not really like asking. I was saying like, I mean, I'm not lying to you guys and I'm not asking for stuff and lying to you of where the money's going. You know what I mean? Like some people like to say, oh, well, if you have a YouTube channel, you have AdSense and you have memberships turned on, you're grifting. It's like, I'm not, because I'm not lying. Like whatever you get from me is like, it's all truthful, right? I'm not running a con. So whereas like psychics, they're lying. They're lying to you, right? So I see the tarot reader I watched just put up a video about Annabelle. God, it's so stupid. The psychic is on my post tab. Hold on, let me bring her up. Like she's got a small following, but I don't really care because it's kind of gross what she's doing. Her channel's called Psychic Rosemary and Jealous. And she's up to like 5K views now. I know I shared her one link on YouTube, but otherwise like I just tried to share a picture of it because I don't want to like encourage. But like, it's important to watch it so you understand like how shitty she is, but also like I don't want to encourage the views either, some new comments. Hold on. I've seen videos where people claim to channel one of my favorite artists from In Excess. Oh yeah, I did read this one. Yeah, it's very disrespectful. It is, yeah. Thank you so much for posting this. I see the thumbnail under one of Beardo's videos, and I told both Beardo and The Shape about it, asked them to do a video. Yeah. Okay, so like I've been asked 3 times in YouTube comments if I would do a video on this psychic, on this particular video that the psychic did. And then I saw on Facebook, somebody asked The Shape or Beardo or any of us to do a video on this psychic, as well. So like, I was thinking maybe I could do a video on her because also like, I'm looking at the Teresa Caputo stuff. There's a lot of stuff, man. I think the editing on that is going to take me a while. I think I'm going to need more than a week on it because there's a lot of clips and things I need to edit together. And there's a lot of things. It's going to be a lot of work, and I want it to be like a good video. Like I want to have like another, like it's going to be like another expose video, like the Sylvia Brown or Tyler Henry and things like that. So I want to spend time on it. So he died on the job. So as a cop, he should be in the mindset of contributing to the funeral. Yeah, you'd think that, Scorpion, right? Yeah. I think there's a reason why those guys are ex-cops, though. You know what I mean? I don't think you are, but you'll be accused. Yeah, I mean, I can handle being like people accuse me already of being a grifter when I call out their favorite psychic. Or like when I call it the Warrens, you know? So like I'll be fine if people like call me that. So, but I just also don't want to it's like I just don't want to like cause more pain for the Dan's kids. Like honestly, that's all I feel for is like those kids are going to get picked on, man. And it's like I don't want to add to that, but also if nobody calls her out, you know what I mean? Like should we just let it slide so that Dan's kids can grieve or should we call her out? Because it's really what she's doing is way grosser than me calling her out. So, because in her video, she pretty much is saying Dan came to her and warned her that Annabelle's going to like kill a bunch of people. Like Annabelle killed him or something. And then at the end of the video, then she tries to sell courses on how to be a psychic or some crap. I have to watch the whole video, but this is what I was told is in the video. Scorpion, I don't want to be disrespectful towards tarot, but I have two for making D&D games. One is a D&D deck, which is really nice. Renames the cards to D&D. And another's classical deck. That sounds fun. I love D&D. Are you familiar with Help My House is Haunted? Yeah, that show is really, really exploitative. Sylvia Brown's first video of yours. Yeah, people really like them. Like, and I take my time, like, making sure I gather up clips and, like, make sure everything's really nicely edited so it all, so my arguments and stuff all make sense and, like, you guys can see stuff. And so, like, I think the Teresa video, because, man, she started doing psychic crap. Like, her TV show started in 2011. We're in 2025, so it's a lot. And, like, she, as opposed to Sylvia, which there isn't as many clips online, but it's like, Teresa has a lot of stuff online. So like there's a lot of stuff to go through. And I want to make sure I have time to edit it all. Lisa, I am. Who's on the list? Sorry, I missed the Lisa thing. Those people don't know what a grifter is. Yeah, exactly, Ken. Yeah, exactly. Hello, I'm new to the channel. I was watching your back catalog. Really good stuff. You mentioned you're a Canadian. Me too. I'm from Ontario. Yeah, I'm in Ontario too. Welcome, Punk to Pasture. Yes, I'm in Ontario as well. I'm just like, I don't know, like an hour or two. Probably like I'm an hour away from Toronto if there's no traffic. With the traffic, forget about it. I think some people might be unclear about what grifting actually is. Yeah, exactly. Michael, or not Michael. Yeah, people don't no, people don't like know what the words mean. So I'm kind of used to it, like in that sense, but it's like I just don't want to I just feel bad for the kids. I just don't want to cause more trouble for the kids, right? But like does her video staying up and not getting called out, does that cause more damage to the kids, you know? I don't know. I kind of want to react to it because I'm being told things about the video. I didn't watch the whole thing, so I was like, this is so gross. I can't sit through this. And then I was told some things about the video, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to call her out. Would love to hear some of your D&D thoughts, favorite game moments and stuff. I know it's not for everyone who follows you. Yeah, I used to do DMing, and then also I've been like a player in games as well, so I really love homebrewing stuff, to be honest. My favorite is 5e. I really prefer 5e, but I know there's like that new version. Is the new version out now? I think it's out now. It sounds like it's a little confusing or like they broke some stuff, but hopefully they fix it. I'm hoping. I don't know. I do prefer 5e. I like 5e. That's my favorite. Cambridge. No, I won't say my city because it'll be too easy to find me and dox me. So I won't say my city. No. What do you think about the Ragman situation? Oh yeah, James, that one's crazy. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Ragman was a user, didn't really like show up on my channel, but Ragman was a user, showed up on like Seg and the Shapes. So I think it's the time zone thing. And they would show up on this channel, on their channels, donate a bunch of stuff, and then like supposedly then this person called, it was Ragman Media, and now it's Media or something like that. Um, oh, Ken, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Some more members. Um, all right, and I do want to go back up to Brad's comment in a second too. All right, we'll just we're gonna let the chat fly, and I'm just gonna talk about the Ragman thing for a second, and I'll come back to this. So this other account showed up, and then in the chat was telling people that Ragman was in a really bad accident and was in the hospital or something, like in ICU or something like that. And then they showed up like a day or two later, and then we're saying that Ragman passed away from the accident. And so all of us thought that that's what happened. So like, we thought that, but then now Side Eye Guy and Crow have said they're like 95% sure after looking into it that this new account, the Media to Media or whatever, is still Ragman. It's the same person. And apparently this may have been done by another account before the Ragman account showed up. So like it's a bit odd. I don't really understand the point in someone doing that. It seems a little, like, I understand, like it's obviously some mental health struggles, but like faking a death is kind of crappy to do to people. I don't know. It's a weird situation, man. I don't know. Like I came from the roleplay community as well. We're in GTA roleplay, and there were people that faked their deaths, and like the community mourned them, and there would be like memorials and stuff set up in the servers for them, and they faked their death, and then they would show back up suddenly like a few years later, and they're like, yeah, I faked my death. And it's like, so like it happens a lot. Like I've seen it a lot, but it does like pull at the heartstrings of people, and it is like really kind of shitty to do. But I understand like there are some mental health struggles usually around that, and that's why they do it. Brad, I've been a reporter for 20 years. Primarily worked the cops and first responders beat. 6 to 9 weeks is pretty standard for autopsies, unless it's a major crime like murder or autopsy. Yeah, it should be 6 to 9 weeks. They say that there's no foul play, and I think they're just gonna figure out like the cause of death kind of thing. So, the 2024 stuff isn't bad. Just take the bits you want for your games. Oh, the new one, yeah, and that's the I usually. Sorry, I'm starting to choke. I usually end up doing a lot of homebrew stuff anyway, so like, but I like the rules of 5e, so okay, hold on, I lost track of everything. I'm choking now. I'm gonna grab a piece of, sorry, I'm gonna chew a piece of gum, but it's got xylitol in it, and xylitol helps with dry mouth, but I bought the wrong kind. So grifting derived from grafting. Oh, it's Mark. Okay, yeah, Mark has a definition for everything. Grifting derived from grafting. Grafting being slain for an honest, hard day's work. And grifting becomes opposite. Oh, yeah, okay. Now it's just meant to mean something fraudulent. Yeah. You barely knew Ragman, but many were close to him. Yeah, like, I didn't know who he was at all, but I understand, like, if people were close to him, it's kind of messed up, right? It's now Video Media. Yeah, that's the Scorpion. Yeah, the new account. Sorry, I just need to. I forgot. So there's a muscle relaxant that I'm prescribed, and it causes horrible dry mouth. And I usually don't take it on the days that I film. And I wasn't thinking, and I'm just realizing now I did just take it like an hour before we started. So I'm going to be struggling a bit. Do you know Mark or Trevor? No, I do not. I didn't mean for it to be a gifted membership squirrel. There's always squirrels, man. Don't forget he proposed to his girlfriend live on stream while he was in the hospital. Yeah, but then his girlfriend was him. Like, it's still the same account. It's a bit strange. Like, the account that's supposed to be his girlfriend, right, is the same. Like, he's running the account. That's how I understood it. Hey, Giselle. As for someone withholding information, that goes back to possibly what the family wants. Medical examiners usually held to a high standard, and if they screw up, they lose their job. Yeah. Um. Ah, fuck! I lost your comment. Shit. Where is it, Brad? We're pretty sure if something that we think is going to be on the there's a group of us. There's something that we think might be on there, and that could be withheld, and they just release the cause of death, like the organ that died kind of deal, or the organ that caused it. I think they're just going to release the organ that caused it, and I think it's probably going to be hard. They might lose their medical credentials. Yeah, they'll follow the law, right? But I think there's aspects of the autopsy report that they don't have to make public. I think the law. Stevie looked it up. It's either they have to make the whole autopsy report public or they have to make the cause of death public. It's one or the other in that state. I can't remember what she said. In the TTRPG scene, some did it to get away from problem groups or terrible partners. I've seen some YouTube videos about it. Yeah, like the GTRP, there were some people that faked their death to get away from the bullying, the cyberbullying that was going on, because it's bad in GTRP. 99% Ragman and media video the same person. Yeah, like they're like almost 100% sure. They're like, it's a very slight chance that they think they're wrong. Now they're doing the classic, I don't have to tell you anything, I'm done deflection. Yeah. Closest I've ever got to faking my own death is messaging people randomly at 3 a.m. saying, boo, I'm a ghost. Oh, yeah. Florian's choking like she's holding the Annabelle doll. Yeah. Gotta go eat. Yeah, no worries, Jeff. Oh, yeah, what time is it? Okay, we have some time. Oh, hold on a second. Sorry, the PSW. Where is it? Where was I in the chat? Sorry, I'm trying to get caught up. Gotta go eat. How about griefing? Yeah, griefing. Yeah, I mean that could work in some in some aspects. Oh God, there's a fruit fly in here. I've been interested in chasing a 5e group. Big on say die in the trenches style. Not sure where to go settings wise. Yeah, I enjoy D&D, but I haven't had a group for a while. Ragman had a thing about being called a legend. It's like he wanted attention, but then put himself down when he got it, saying things like, I'm a loser. Yeah, it definitely sounds like he should probably take that money, honestly, and go see a therapist, like, to be honest. Yeah, he got engaged to himself. Yeah. I guess you can do that shit online. Yeah. Is his body still there? No, I mean, I think the GoFundMe had the funeral date. So they would have probably, I would think they would have transferred the body by now. But maybe, I guess it depends if they're still doing an autopsy. You're in charge now, Kat. Yeah. You disturbed the kitty. Oh, I didn't mean to disturb her. I usually try to like not get up and run away too often. So my bad. I'm sorry, guys. She asked a question that stumped me. So I was like, huh? I thought that I messed up. All right, let's see. On the Dan Rivera GoFundMe. Let's see the date. The service is on July 24th, is what they're saying on the GoFundMe. So yeah, I mean the body could still be there, or the body like they would have time if they dropped it off like even tomorrow, like that would still be enough time to prepare it. like a rush thing like that. But I imagine that they probably already have done the autopsy stuff. It just takes some time to like work through all the information, maybe. Oh, nice. Somebody donated $2,500. Oh, cool. Okay. That's good. I'm glad that the kids are getting taken care of a little bit. So they're almost at the $10,000 goal. It's just like $10,000 is pretty actually reasonable. Like that's a reasonable amount for like even like a cremation kind of deal, like 5K. A funeral 10, 15K. So like them asking for 10,000 or trying to raise 10,000, that's pretty normal. Like that's a pretty normal amount. So that's the thing. Like why it's not even that much when you compare it to how much they've made off Annabelle, right? So like it's just odd. Um, if you're in the US, look for gaming stores for games as in the UK. Oh, yeah, no, in for like D&D games, so like in where I am, they just do the Warhammer. There's just a Warhammer clubs. I don't care for Warhammer. Um, and you can do D&D and stuff online, but you got to like pay a DM and stuff like that. And the problem with D&D is like the groups never stick around. Like it's so hard to get a group that stays, you know? Last time I played D&D was just after third edition. Yeah, I think it was third edition that I really hated. I really hated because I would be DMing, and if someone came to me with Pathfinder, I think it was, and they want to homebrew some Pathfinder stuff, I was like, no, Pathfinder is like so broken that no. If you're gonna homebrew, like you're not pulling from Pathfinder. For I'm about to join a 3.5 game on Friday, but remember I had to do 3.5. I think 3.5 is the Pathfinder, right? I think. It's been a while since I played. Um, sorry, just zoned out for a second. Okay. So yeah, I was thinking I could maybe take a look at that psychic because I mean, I don't know what she's doing is kind of gross to be honest, like for real. So there's her. Um, I think Chris McKennell's doing interviews too, so it's just like I don't know. I think it's kind of nasty. I also want to do a video on the Chat GPT, how people are turning that into religion for some stupid reason. And I'm just trying to look through stuff because I do remember there was something I wanted to maybe do, but I can't remember where I saw it from. Oh yeah, and I was thinking I would do like a video on like pagan witch stuff. Because I covered it in Raw Paranormal when I did like a podcast thing with her, and but I never actually covered it on my channel. So, um, Vampire Masquerade, yeah, I used to do that too. All I know about D&D is that show on Community. It looks fun. Yeah, D&D is really fun, man. The thing that's tough with D&D, like I said, is keeping your group together, like actually finishing a campaign because people quit all the time. 5e funnels more is my own frustration. I like games where it's easy to die swiftly. Yeah, I mean that's where you got to find a DM who can do that for you, right? Like you got to find the right match where no heroes exist, and all, but no luck finding a group. Yeah, Do you want to roast her video live? I could. Lives don't like do as well though for replay, right? So it's just like it's like the algorithm. So I'll just explain to you guys, like, so the algorithm doesn't see lives as like a video, right? And if we go too long without releasing a video, the algorithm puts us down. So then it won't show our channel, and a lot of times won't remind our members that a video's out. Like it won't ding you guys, right? So if I took a week off, it's not horrible, but if I take a week off and I don't do a video, um, I do end up having to like grind to get my impressions percentages back up again. Like I got to do something really good to get it back up again. And it takes time and it's super annoying. So the lives though, like they're their own entity and they don't count towards your algorithm stuff for your videos. So it's kind of like, it's one of those ones where it's like, it's a little tough. Like I don't mind doing it live, but like I kind of want to do a video out of it just to tick off the algorithm for the week so that I can spend an extra week on the Teresa video. It's sort of like I'm kind of doing it just to appease the algorithm in a way, right? So 'cause I know you guys are good, but like if I did like only a video like once a month, you guys wouldn't even be alerted. You wouldn't be shown a notification. Like it's rare that that happens. Like a month is like it's too long. A week is doable. 2 weeks is pushing it. 3 to 4 weeks, you're gonna be clawing to get back up. So so it's kind of annoying because we gotta kind of stay on top of things. My favorite system is Invisible Sun by Monty Cook Games. If I start a YouTube channel, I want to make a lore series on that. All right, I'll have to check that out. Oh, there's Raw Side. Speaking of Raw Side, I was just talking about it. I turned my chat GPT into a dog. Oh, that's funny. It still occasionally answers with wags and tails and a woof. That's funny. Yeah. Hey, Laura. Yes, hello, Laura. Okay. I have to run to the store. I'll be back. Yeah, if I'm not here, it's Boo Paranormal's going live at 7. So we're gonna make sure that we're off in time for that. I was in a VTM group, loved it, but we were a very polite group. I somehow managed to make a venture into an assassin support character. My Celestial, she was my stabby baby. That's funny, yeah. Been trying to break systems, make force. Okay, you guys talk to each other. YouTube is so difficult at times. Yeah, it's kind of like when I'm like I got to get this done. It's like I know you guys are solid, but like YouTube, it gets weird. It starts getting weird when I miss too much time. You know, constantly treading the algorithm waters. Exactly. Like honestly, when I look at my stats and stuff and my impressions and all that, my insights, like when I post twice a week, it keeps me up in the impressions. Impressions is what you really want. It's not views or clicks. You want impressions, right? Impressions are where it puts your video in front of eyes that are new people or your existing people. But like, you know, you want millions of impressions ideally. So if I do 2 videos a week, it keeps my impressions at like a steady, and then my weekend video, it'll go up and then it goes down. And then my midweek video, it kind of keeps it steady. So it stops dropping. But when I only do 1 video a week, I see it go up for that 1 video. And then by about like Wednesday, it just starts dropping, sometimes Thursday. So then I release my video again on Saturday or Sunday, and then it goes back up. So it's like without doing a midweek video, I am scrambling a little bit. So I'm a little bit like weary about taking a whole week off too. So it's just like, it's the algorithm. It's annoying. I do one every 5 months. You're saying that's not enough. If you want to grow on YouTube, that's not enough. No, because the algorithm will forget about you. Like it learns your channel, and if you're only putting out content like once a month or once every 5 months, it's just not really going to serve your content up to people. So it's a little bit tough. Like you can maybe get lucky sometimes that you hit like a good topic that had like a low competition, but rarely. So hey, sweet goth. I'm impressed that the upcoming Conjuring sequel hasn't tried to capitalize on Rivera's death as a cheap way to promote the movie. Yeah, like honestly, I really thought that the plantation thing and the rumors that Annabelle escaped, I really thought the production company did that or Tony did those rumors. I still kind of think that. So we'll see what happens with the Dan thing. I don't think that the movie production company would even touch that because they know that that's very uncouth. So um sorry for that random thought. You're good. Well, I can feel way over it. Find a group. Yeah, with D&D. Yeah, D&D's tough. It is about finding the right group. Hey, Pomp, how's it going? It's going to be yeah, Tracy. Like, I think that they might do another Annabelle movie with this because I mean, they were itching to do a movie for Lindley Street when they found little Joey. Like, they were excited. They thought that they could get another movie out of that, right? But the production company and the director and everyone who's doing the Conjuring series has said like this is the last movie. They're not doing anymore. So if they do more, it needs to be sold to somebody else. And I don't know. I haven't really seen Tony and them be able to sell a movie really well to production companies. I think The Rain was the really good talker, and that's why they had so many movies and stuff. So, yeah, Scott, I think the production company has had enough of Nesper and Tony. Yeah. Like, I think that's why they're just done. I really don't think they're going to release new movies. Essentially, I think they'd have to find a different production company. And depending too, like if I don't know the details, but if they have pissed off anyone in Hollywood, it's going to be even harder to find somebody. So, um, yeah, Lovecraft plots are really fun. Mm, hold on, I need to get rid of this gum. Hold on, I'm gonna. It's, sorry, I was still there. Gross. It kind of fell apart and got stuck on my tooth or two teeth. That was gross. Okay, I bought the wrong kind. I have the right kind of gum coming in a few days. We had a guy run. Oh yeah, my little. Okay, yeah. I'm sitting here chomping on nicotine gum. Yeah, yeah. I never tried the nicotine gum, but I'm addicted to like the whatever the mouth situation. I don't use nicotine anymore. No, no. But I still do like the mouth situation. Hello, Moon. Welcome. SCP makes great Lovecraft games. You're familiar with it. Isn't the SCP, isn't that the like those files on like those creatures? And they're very Lovecraftian. Isn't that the name of the files? Are they named after those files? You know, those like essentially creepy pastas, but they're written as if they're like a dossier from like a Secret Service department. I'm pretty sure it's called SCP. They're fun. Those stories are fun. Pathfinder Die in the Trenches style gameplay would be nice. I hate Pathfinder because Pathfinder always like encourages pick me's. There's a lot of pick me characters that come in Pathfinder. What about doing debunking series on missing people who resurface years later but under suspicious circumstances? I don't know. It sort of depends. Like, I feel like that's more like it's a little too true crime, but then like I kind of do want to do like a video debunking that missing 411 guy because he really belittles like the people that are missing. Like you know what I mean? It's kind of like those people are missing and they're open cases and then he tells everyone it was like Bigfoot. Like you know, it's really shitty. So SPC Foundation. Is it called SPC files? Is that what it is? I can't remember now. SPC. No, I think it's SCP. SCP. Yeah, it's SCP. Yeah. It's SCP. It'll be like SCP-001, SCP-002, and just people. Um, it's really fun. It like reads as if you're reading like a classified file about a creature, and then it talks about the creature and like how the whatever is controlling it. It's really cool. Yeah. Oh, is KK in here? Hey, KK. How's it going? Oh yeah, I was telling them KK about a dream I had last night. You were in it. It's I'll explain it to you after. It was just we were on a weird adventure in some other like dimension, but it looked like Earth, but it wasn't because there was like magic or something. Missing 411 is ridiculous. Yeah, yeah. It's like I was thinking about maybe doing like a debunk with him. So like I guess it depends on what the person was missing from. Like if they were saying that a UFO took them, then yeah, I'd cover that. But if it's just like they went missing for 5 years and then randomly popped up, it's like, well, that's kind of like true crime, I think. I think that's more like maybe they were trying to get away from their life or something. Maybe there was an accident. They lost their memory for a bit. I don't know. It sounds awesome to debunk YouTube videos of missing persons resurfacing if the YouTube creator is cuckoo. Is that what you're saying, Victoria? Cuckoo? Secure, contain, protect. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like it's a really cool. It's a creepypasta series. Honestly, like I would love to do some reading of creepypastas and stuff on my like Storytime channel, but it's so difficult to get permission from the writers of everything. It's a long process to wait. I would love to copy or not copies to cover more of those, like and do videos on them. Just kind of me reading through them. Um, bust the critical role stuff. Okay, yeah, you gotta talk about D&D. That's fine. Wow, can't wait to hear your dreams are always fun and interesting. Yeah, we were like on a mission, and I don't remember how we got into this world, and I don't remember what mission we were on. I think we were on a mission trying to get back home to our normal world. I think that was our goal, but we got sidetracked because we ended up in this house because we were like I already explained it to everyone in chat. I don't want to repeat myself, but I think it was like some weird post-apocalyptic thing anyway. So, what creepypasta was it? It's a whole series just people randomly wrote. It's called SCP, and so each SCP is its own written thing, and it's just a creature. And I think it started off with someone wrote one of them, and then other people wrote other ones. So like people just kind of write like a file and it's written by multiple people. It's very fun. And it's written in the style as if like this like classified organization or whatever. And this is their like file on this creature. And just different people have written different files. And it reads like a file, but it's like it's a creepypasta story. And it's very Lovecraftian. There's a lot of Lovecraftian feel to a lot of it. It's really fun. It's really fun. So yeah, if you just search like SCP like creepypastas or SCP files, if you do SCP files, you'll be able to find them all. And there's a lot of them, and it's like I could read through all of them. It might be kind of fun, but you have to find the author for every one of them and get permissions. So just finished work now for fun. Yes. Also at 7 o'clock, we're gonna head over to Boo Productions as well. The monsters thing, yeah, it's like monster, like they're all monsters, but they're really interesting. Like they're like, creepy pasta, like or no, Lovecraftian kind of monsters. And then some of them are written that they're actually like tied to one another. Like there's one where I can't remember the SCP number, but it's a creature underwater, and like when it eats something, and it eats humans, it excretes this stuff, and the stuff that it excretes is like the only thing that is able to be used as a tranquilizer for all the other SCPs. So then people have to go down there and harvest this stuff, but when you get near it, you start to lose your memory, and you start going crazy. And essentially, the people that they send down there, they don't tell them, but one of them is going to be the sacrifice. And they don't really realize that or know that until it's all kind of happening. But they're losing their memory, and then they're trying to collect it. So like, it's a very interesting story. The head like base is trying to walk them through it while they're losing their memory and going crazy, and they're trying to still get them to collect the stuff because it ate one of them. And it's a very interesting one. So that one though, like that one created lore for all the other ones because they need that stuff to tranquilize a lot of those things. So it's very fun. It's very interesting. There are some that are boring, though. I will tell you, there are some that are boring. But I like the ones that are Lovecraftian, and I like the ones that are connected. Um, I had a dream once where I could have a conversation with a horse, but I had to get them to translate what another said because despite speaking horse, I couldn't speak horse, apparently. That's funny. That's the kind of dreams I would have, Mark. Yeah. Florio, it actually sounds a lot like Invisible Sun, basically the Matrix, but with magic. So our world is an illusion magic. Casters fled to avoid a war. Very surreal. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Because I mean, that kind of sounds like my dream last night. That kind of world, that world building there. And you know what's fun is I was thinking about when I cover the Chat GPT thing. So that Neural Viz that I've been telling you guys to go watch that channel, which I'm sure a bunch of you haven't done it. But the world building that that guy has created for his story on his channel, it really matches what's happening with people thinking Chat GPT is God. And I was thinking when I do my Chat GPT video, I could link it to this guy's world building because I just find it very fascinating. And then you guys could learn both. You could learn about like how people are worshiping Chat GPT like it's God and how weird that is. And then I'm going to show you what the world would look like if we let this happen in a fictional story kind of deal, because I really find it fascinating. All right, Lisa, yeah, I'll talk to you later. Hey, Roger. The Christmas one where Santa makes toys out of the bad kids and gives them to the good kids. Is that one of the SCPs? I feel like that is a. There's some SCPs that don't hit well for me, and then there's some that just are amazing. Speak horse, nay. Yeah. Yeah, I would love that. We're living 1984 by Orwell. Yeah, but it's like, I think it's even worse than 1984 because of the internet. The internet has made things weird. Yeah, Sweet Gossie's culture. Honestly, though, like I watched the knitting cult lady. You'll probably know the right username, Sweet Goth. She's on YouTube and she knits and she talks about how she was in a cult, like she was in a couple cults. But I just watched her thing and she was comparing MAGA faces, not to get political, but it's all the women and what they look like before the MAGA thing and what they look like now, and they all look the same, man. It's like the MAGA, I don't know, is it makeup or hair or do they go for plastic surgery? Because like it's weird. They all look so different. SCP-087 Staircase is my fave. And this thing, like SCP has so many stories that I could do like a couple hours or a few hours or like even multiple videos, multiple hours of going through multiple stories, right? Because there's so many SCPs out there. Yeah, it feels worse than 1984. Yeah, it really does. Yeah. My favorite is the Infinite IKEA. Oh, that's a good one, actually. I do like that one. Yeah. Yeah, I know of her. Yeah, she's pretty good though. I like her. She explains things really like concisely and really well. I think SCP is Creative Commons attribution. Is it? If it is, then I will definitely do that. I'll throw it up on like my bedtime stories channel though, because anytime I've thrown up storytelling, like I have creepypastas on my channel. I just have them hidden at this point because they don't really do as well. So I was thinking about grabbing those and throwing those up into like a combination thing, because I have videos of creepypastas that I've written. There's like there's some stories I've written. I've written a few, and I made videos for them. So, but I don't know. Do I have a playlist for them? I thought I left the playlist up. Let me see. Yeah, if you go into my playlist, there's like 5 videos and it says creepypastas. So I think it's one. Okay, so I wrote 2 of them. I wrote The Time I Was Almost Eaten and I Survived a Deal with the Devil. Those are the 2 that I wrote. And then the rest are other writers. The Strange Sound I really like, and I think that like I really like doing the narration for it because the characters were female, and I think I got like more into the narration for it. because they were female. A lot of characters on creepypastas are male, so it's rare you find females. Some Russian guy tried to claim it years back. Yeah, and it's not like one person didn't write it; it's multiple people. So anyone trying to claim the whole thing is just BS because it's been written by multiple people. So rings true. Yeah. What are the other channels? I have Florio Storytime and then Florio Fibro Vlog. They're linked on my main channel. If you go like scroll to the bottom of there. I do have a gaming channel, but like honestly, I removed a lot of the videos because I was just kind of worried about copyright and other things like that. And I don't know if I'll do any gaming. I just don't have time for gaming anymore, so I don't know. My gaming channel has like a bunch of subs on it, but I honestly haven't been doing anything with it. On SCP-18, this site SCP-18 by Epic Fail Spy from the SCP Wiki source. URL removed by me. License under. Oh, it does say. Okay. Well, yeah. If it's Creative Commons. Wait, am I getting that right? Fibro Brain is telling me it's not right, but I think it's right. If it is, then I'll do some videos on it where I read through them. What I'll do is because I like to do my videos on that channel to like fall asleep to as well. So maybe I could do like a couple in there and I could do like I could just make some pictures of like what I think the creature might look like or whatever. Try to see if I can find some stuff. So I do like some light pictures and then I try to do like sort of a black screen kind of deal. So hey Roger, yeah, thank you for subbing for everything. Yeah. Yeah, like I have a Florio gaming channel, but I'm really not doing anything with it. That's why I don't even have it linked anywhere. I took down all my gaming VODs because there was like Conan RP on it, and I'm not sure if it's hours, and I'm not sure if my character shows up naked anywhere. And then it's like if any of your channels get taken down, like even if I had a different Gmail address, but I have the same IP being in this house, if a channel gets taken down for like breaking rules or something, then all your channels get canceled. So I'm just like, you know what? That's been sitting there for a while. I'm going to be safe and just remove these videos just in case, because I'm not sure at this point, like those rules for like slight nudity in like a video game could change. So I'm just like, I'm going to remove these just in case. Thinking of going back to Dracula. Yeah, I do have to finish Dracula. I want to do Dracula too. Yeah. I want to finish reading Dracula. I want to try to do like, I don't know. Because like I find like when I sleep, I look for sleeping videos and it's like usually like 3 to 5 hours is what I prefer. But I think some people like shorter, but I think I want to try to get the videos maybe at 2 to 3 hours. But I usually just need like 3 to 5 for like a storytelling video. There are almost 9,000 SCPs now. Wow. Yeah, I could definitely cover a bunch of them then. As someone with a disability, it's scary. I've already lost some benefits. Yeah, and KK, she's a veteran and she's got discharge or whatever because of her back and stuff too. And she's a little bit worried about money being cut. It's scary right now. There are a few SCP channels on YouTube, so you'll be fine. I used to follow a few. Okay. Why do people? Yeah, James. Yeah, we won't get political. I won't get political in here. But let's just say, what vote? What democracy? What are you talking about? Democracy? No. No, nobody voted for it. That's the thing. That's the problem. Yeah. The Dracula one's awesome for my tinnitus trying to sleep. Yeah, I got to take a look at what songs I use too, because I think some people are saying they like the music on it. And I made that one a while ago on like my old computer. So hopefully I link the songs. I usually do, because at that point I think I was using only stuff on the Google Music that we're allowed to use. So I have to take a look at the music. But I dubbed and created the fire, like the stuff that's on my channel, that's the fire, the rain, the thunder, things like that, like all the nature sound ones. I created those nature sounds. I grabbed like clips of different nature stuff and I've like created like 2 hours of nature sounds. So I went through and did all that. But I don't have those files anymore. So but I should be able to download them, but I think I put music on it. Oh, maybe I hope I backed them up. No, I might have backed them up to OneDrive. I gotta take a look. I gotta take a look. Yeah. Because the nature sound stuff, like making it was like I think an hour each of the track, and then I just repeat it. And to make them took a really long time to make. So yeah. Sylvia Brown needs to be a Halloween costume. Oh God. She probably was at one point. Like, how much you want to bet? I'm sure she was. She had to have been. Oh shit, this one's almost dead. If you really want help falling asleep, listen to the crooning of Annalise Michael's exorcism tapes. Oh God, no, I don't think that would put me to sleep. Hi Florio in chat. Hello Wayne. Thanks for the membership, whoever. I think it was Ken. Ken just did a bunch of memberships here. Yeah. Is this a record for lives and premieres? Sorry, I don't know what you're saying, Roger. I missed it. Nearly midnight in UK, so I need to go. Oh yeah, okay, it's 7:15. Thanks for letting me bollocks about TTRGB. I can't even speak. And SCP. Yeah, I think the SCP thing is fun. Yeah. I think the SCP thing will be like a fun thing that we can kind of do. If it's Creative Commons like that too, because yeah, okay. There are some good ones, and I know there are some really bad ones too. But if I can pull out some good ones, and if I can grab ones that are like, where, come here, you. If I can grab some of the ones that are interconnected, they're really fun because I like when people connect the lore around. So, Spaghetti al Paranormale just messaged me and said, "Bad news, Stevie betrayed you." I say, "Lol, I heard." Yeah, Stevie beat me up in the ring. That's funny. So, but yeah, so we're gonna also head over to Boo Paranormal in a few as well. Yeah, 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 and I think that I'm going to set some stuff up on a vlog too. I want to try to get some of the stories I tell you guys. I want to try to like put them in the vlog. Where's Fat Cat? She's there. That's her little feets. Her little feetsies. She's just very quiet. Uh-oh, Florio. Wait, what? What did I do? Yeah, I still got to read the script and everything too. So I got to figure out what we're releasing this week, if anything, because like, oh my God, I have to read through this script and like do final edits because it's really just like a mind dump. Yeah. Yeah, let me add Boo Paranormal their link to the premiere, pin the message. All right. And that's where you guys will go headed out next as well. The best thing for me was reading criminal justice textbooks. Law is written to be mind-numbingly dull. Yeah, well, KK, like reading helps you fall asleep. Reading doesn't. I get like distracted when I'm reading. I get like distracted, and then I go on to other things. It'll just wake me up more. Listening to like I do listen to. There's these like different channels that do boring history, and I just listen to their like episodes of like folklore and mythology. Um, and it does help me sleep eventually, but still, like it does help me sleep a lot. But I still have insomnia, and sometimes just the insomnia wins. Most time the insomnia wins. So, um, hey, paranormal monkey, oh welcome, welcome. My cats and the outdoor tomcats love it when I sprinkle the Canadian catnip. Buy them, it's organic catnip. Yeah, I bought some actually too recently. It said it was organic and made in Canada, and this and Miss Kitty really likes it better than the old catnip. So I think it's like fresher or something. Yeah. It's been a week of irritability and insomnia. Yeah, I feel you. It's been a weird week as well, on top of everything. So yeah. Yeah, insomnia, the undefeated champ. Agreed. Insomnia hits us all really bad. It's really interesting. There's a lot of crossover I've noticed in the community where people have like a lot of us like have fibro, a lot of us have insomnia, a lot of us have like some type of neurospicy situation going on. So it's kind of funny. But yeah, those of you who don't know, go follow Paranormal Monkey. He does like podcasts where he just kind of talks about an interesting subject like once a week. I think it's once a week that you do it. But he covers everything from like, you know, talking about ideas of like what something might be in paranormal field, and then he does talk about debunking stuff, and kind of just covers everything. He's got like a pretty open mind on everything. Mention my favorite horror author, whoever writes my legal textbooks. Oh, Mark. Yeah. What's the moon in which sign? I can't remember. Someone told me because I was like, what is going on this month? And then someone told me the sign and I can't remember. 4 a.m. knows all my secrets. Yeah. Middle of the night, I get way more stuff done, man. I'm like superpower at the middle of the night, but that's like an ADHD thing, apparently. So it's like 3 p.m. I'm just like, I'm dead. Like, no, I need to go to sleep. I don't want to be part of the world. And then 3 a.m. and it's like, no, I'm like powering through all this stuff. And it's like Jesus, man. Stray black cats visiting us night and day. Aw, that's cute. I had this really cool everything hurts cup I can sip a hot beverage on. Yeah, Sadra. Yeah, from our merch. Yeah. I sleep a lot. Yeah, I used to like sleep a lot too. And now I'm finding like I'm having trouble sleeping because I used to sleep a lot more. And then like I always had insomnia, but then when I fall asleep, I would like stay asleep and you could not wake me up. And I still get like that, but it's not as many hours as it used to be. I'm often awake till the sun comes up. You know what I hate the most is I'm awake, it's nighttime, whatever, I'm getting stuff done. And when I hear the birds chirping, I hate that sound. Like it honestly makes me feel sick to my stomach because I'm like, oh no, it's like 6 a.m. and I haven't gone to sleep yet. um, yeah, I mean, I would do, I don't know, Paranormal Monkey, how often do you do guests? I don't think he does guests too often, to be honest, but I'd be down for whatever you want. Melatonin valerian root. Yeah, so I do use like the sleepy time tea and it has valerian root and stuff, but melatonin literally I will fall asleep and then I will wake up 2 hours later and I will feel more tired and in pain. Like it's the same as drunk sleep for me, except it's worse. It's like drunk sleep times 10. And that's the sleep quality that I get on melatonin. I will sometimes use it when I'm just desperate to get any sleep, but I always regret it. So I can't do daylight. Yeah, it's funny because I got all these samples of like sunscreen, like nice, like name brand stuff from like the beauty thing. And I was like putting some on today and I'm like, I rarely go out in the sun. And I'm like, I have 4 samples and I still have a bunch left and they're really tiny. Alpha lipoic acid for my chronic pain 2 times daily. I don't know if I've tried that. I wonder if I've tried that. I am trying the magnesium citrate. Citrate. I think it is helping with the sleep. Um, but it's not like perfect, but it is helping with sleep and pain. Sleep. I hate the bird sound too. I know. I hate it so much. Whenever I hear birds, it like turns. It honestly, I feel sick. I'm like, damn it. I once slept through an artillery barrage. I would honestly sleep through something like that. Like, depending on what moment in sleep you got me, I will sleep through it. Yeah. My bedtime lately been between 4 and 9 a.m. Same, KK. It's been bad. But then I'm like, you know what? Maybe we should just like give into it. Maybe we should just like let our body do whatever it wants to do when it wants to sleep. And maybe we would feel better about it. Like, I feel like there's like a level of guilt as for insomnia, and you just lay in bed. And if you were actually up and just accepted that you were up all night, you could get stuff done. But you're laying in bed desperately trying to sleep because everyone else sleeps at night. So why can't you sleep at night? But maybe we're built different for a reason. Maybe we were like the lookout for nighttime, and we would, caveman days, and we would like watch over the tribe at night and then sleep during the day. Like maybe that's our genetics. I don't know. I do feel like I waste a lot of time in bed just trying to sleep when I could actually get up and do stuff. But then I worry about getting up to do stuff and me not sleeping. Yeah. Chirping birds make me so angry. I know. Taking bookings from October onwards now, in case you're interested. It'd be 3 p.m. EST. Yeah, I could do 3 p.m. Yeah. Yeah, October works too. Yeah. Yeah, KK is going to be here for the month of September. So, I guess I'll do a post or something too about it. Maybe I'll do a shorter, I don't know, whatever. If there's anyone in Canada or Ontario who has an idea of anything fun in Ontario, I'm just like thinking like, I don't know, so many places I did ghost hunts at are either like shut down or like were destroyed. There's some abandoned places we can try to look at. They're not really ghost hunty, but they're just kind of fun. Um, I always found it interesting how some people's gag reflexes are triggered by certain sounds. Yeah, it's like I don't get the gag reflex, but I get like my stomach just suddenly like feels really sick because my brain's like, "Oh, you haven't slept. You should be sick right now." And it's like you wouldn't be doing this if you didn't hear the birds chirp, you know. Yeah, Julie, I have doctor's appointments during the day. That's the only thing that stops me from just accepting my fate. Is it's the like 10 and 11 a.m. doctor appointments. Otherwise, I think I would just accept my fate, It's the doctor appointments is why. How's your new mattress? I didn't I can't afford like a new mattress, but we got a mattress topper. It's like this thick. It's really thick. It's moving around a lot. And I ordered some strappy things for like my sheets in general. And I thought I ordered 4 straps, but it turns out I ordered one. So yeah, I'm gonna order a couple things to make it not move around. But I accidentally just ordered 1 strap instead of 4. I didn't realize when I clicked on it. I'm useless in the mornings. Same. I just sit here like a zombie waiting for like the ADHD power to like turn on or something. Some people call it like an ADHD hole where you're like literally just sitting there, like you just can't get up. You just can't. It's too hard. Yeah. If I'm ever off work for more than a few days, I revert to being an owl. Yeah, and I used to be like that when I was holding on like a full-time job. It's like it was bad. I very quickly revert into nighttime vampire. What time is it? 6:56. Okay, we got time. I'm useless in the morning. Oh, okay, I already got that. I'm gonna go early enough for us to do the ghost hunt thing too. Well, are you gonna be here for that last day of that ghost tour? Because I think we should book it if it's the last day. If you're gonna be here. Because that you need to be here for the 31st, I think. I think they do it on a Sunday or Saturday. Yeah, it's either Sunday or Saturday, so 30th or the 31st. If you're gonna be here for that ghost tour thing, then we could film that and post that to YouTube for you guys. Probably not stream it because I'm not gonna have cell phone access in that location. um but that's because of my provider who's super cheap. So It's almost boo time. Yes. Yeah, we should head over to Boo Paranormal. To be fair, I'm useless all day. Yeah, I'm only like my power, like my ability to wake up happens at like 7 p.m. It's really bad. Given melatonin in the hospital, woke up like I had to run a marathon. Oh, geez. What company sells a single strap instead of not enough to hold it? I did a TMU order, KK. All right. Like you've got to read the fine print. I know. I did a TMU order. I know it's horrible. I know it's horrible. Okay. You can like flame me for doing TMU. I understand, but I give in sometimes. Okay. I can't control it. Well, I can control it, but sometimes it doesn't work. So you got to read the fine print, and you've got to read how many. I didn't read the fine print. Okay, guys, go head over to Boo Paranormal because he's about to start. And yeah, go see them though, and send them some love because Dana has been dealing with like a lot of family problems, stuff, and things. I think it's just like I think somebody's sick. I don't remember what it was now, but go send them some love because family stuff is very difficult to deal with. So it was Timu that makes more sense. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, guys. I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a good one. And yeah, I'll be in